配信開始。さあ、どうかな、始まるかな。テストテスト、マイクテスト。配信開始。さあ、どうかな、始まるかな。OK、大丈夫っぽいね。ツイート、これか。ツイッター。よし。よし、やってみるか。なんか昔これ出た当初はなんか言いそうなゲームだなと思ってる。結局買ってなかったんだよね。手動前進。ちょっと待って。取るで選択するんだ、これ。こっちか。せっかくだから枠がある方。自動再生。こっちでいいや。よし。ニューゲーム。十字キーは効かないのね。字幕の設定。音量。ハロー本当って何ところどころ日本語面白いな。よし、じゃあニューゲームで行きましょう。コネクション、はい。もう他の場所には住めなくなる。もういかにも怪しい人物が。これで選ぶの？君。なるほど、こう、ずっと傾けないといけないのね。スティックを。俺が歩くの？泳ぐな。こんな雨の中ボートに乗るのかい？はい。加速 B。奴らを前に進むだけですね、今のところ。びっくりした。なんかちょっと明るくなってきたかな。泳ぐんだ。何？回す。これ多分、この線が入ってるところを上にしたらいいのか。なんでお前も動くの？真ん中にすると全部動く。まず真ん中はとりあえず合わしといていいか。真ん中合わせといて、で、外側が反対側になるから、こうしとった場合、反対側とはちょっと違うかな。右斜め。待って、とりあえずこれをここにまずこれを普通にここに合わせときゃいいのか。簡単シンプルな話だった。みたいなこと。普通に順番通りやってけばよかったってやった。 おお、なんか出てきた。なんだ？何これ？てか、まだメガネっ子出てこないけど、まだなんですかね。あ、シルエットだけ出てきた。お、なんか打って変わって、平和な。お、さっきの銅像になってた人だ。
What? Who? Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus?
ルーワス。
Yes, yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton.
うん。
To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town.
アーサートン。
It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests,
うん。
and perched on the edge of a pristine lake.
このアーサートンが舞台
It
なの
had
か
a
な？
main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee.
あ、思ったより栄えてるな。
It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited.
誰も訪れない。
It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels.
うん。
Typical, maybe even forgettable.
そんな寂しいこと言わんでも。
But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world.
お、
Actually, it was a girl.
ついに出た！主人公！
Her name was Jenny LeClue.
ジェニー・レクル。やっとタイトルの主人
And
公が。
she was the world's greatest detective. Finkelstein residence.
この人はフィンケルスタインさん。
Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then. Richard? Yes, I got it. I
登場人
did,
物が多い。
and my answer is no. I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No, no, no. Nothing is settled.
穏やかじゃあり
I'm
ま
not
せん
going
ね。
to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for.
編集者の人なの
No,
かな？
not yet. But if I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
お？動かせる？なんだ？これはフィンケルファンへの手紙下書き。私はアーサー系フィンケルスタインだよ。ジェニー・レクルーシリーズ38作目。だいぶ長く続いてんな。一番正しい冒険が待ってるよ。新しいジェニー・レクレールファンに感謝。いつも支えてくれてありがとう。質問に答えるよ。1、噂はいろいろ聞いたと思うけど、もちろんジェニーの本はこれからも続くよ。私のペンにインクがあって、タイプライターにリボンがある限りはね。そう、これからも全く同じ感じで続くよ。これまでのやり方は全く変わらないからね。アーサートンはこれからも安全で幸せな場所だよ。 うん。もうゼニリクルシリーズが、なんか、大きな転換期を迎えてるのかな。おい、読めねえ。なんだこれ。人の名前がすごい出てる。第一章。あ、さっきの文章か。はいはいはい。ゼニレクル。これもさっきの書いてあった文章。うん。これかな。その前にちょっと紅茶を。あ、なんかある。これがコレクターアイテムって感じ。おう。あれを集めようとすると、こういろんなところ調べないかんわけね。はいはい。じゃあ、とりあえず手紙を見ましょう。アーサー、変わりなく過ごしているだろうか。残念な知らせがあるんだ。言葉で簡単に伝えることができないから、最新作の売れ行きを添付することにしたよ。あ、売り上げが下がっている。近年若い読者はもっとミステリーと危険を求める傾向にある。ジェニーの臆病な性格と何度も同じような冒険のせいでそういう読者を失っているんだ。いい知らせとしては、店側が次の本の注文をキャンセルするのは遅すぎたということ。だから最後のチャンスとして、この往年の少女に命を吹き込めるか、見てみようじゃないか。本格的な殺人ミステリーを試してほしいんだ。人を殺してみてくれ。ドラマを挿入してみるんだ。何が言いたいかというと、もしうまくいかなければ、次回作はジェニー・レクルーと最後の万歳になるということだ。私は殺人者じゃない。ひっくり返す X。もう一つのいいニュースは、本物の新聞記者が最新作のレビューを書いてくれたことだ。頼むから最後にしてくれとか。もう全盛期を過ぎたという印象。実は世界中の子供に愛されたミステリーな物語のコレクション、ジェニー・レクル。38作目ともなるとね、確かに。ああ、本はかなり優秀なドアストッパーになる。ショックな知らせかもしれないと思っている。でも、時代と共に変化していかないと、殺人を一つか二つ放り込んで本当の悲劇を入れたらどうだね。まだ君の頭の中に素晴らしい物語が残ってるかもしれないからね。後で電話するからその時に話し合おう。キャリアがこんな風になって残念だよ。でもほら、元気出してくれ。リチャード・インク。やっぱリチャードさんは編集者の人なんだね。来週はスカッシュはどうだ。少なくともすぐにバックハンドの練習ができるぞ。なんかの皮肉かな。これで終わりかな。うん。あとはいいかな。出る。
You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down?
まあ普通、ジェニー・レクルの世界であんまり殺人事件とかないんだろうね。
Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years?
30年。
Fine. I'll give you what you... But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer.
受け入れたのか。
And you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir.
おー。
Boring? Predictable? Bah! Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get. It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again.
そしてこれからもずっと。
Jenny LeClue was dead.
え、死んじゃうの？いきなり？
Her skin was pale. Her eyes glassy and
死んじゃってるんだけど、主人公。
What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
どういうこと？あ、おう、え？
No, no, no.
あれ、生き返った。
Never move the victim.
被害者は絶対に動かしちゃダメ。
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
教授なんだ。
Jenny LeClue, you are a dead body.
ジェニーレクル。
Dead bodies don't talk.
あ、ジェリー。あ、こっちは元刑事、愚かな学生に教えている。料理は下手くそ、いい母親。あ、お母さんか。なるほどね。お母さんジュリーなのね。で、主人公がジェリーなのね。はい。
But he's doing it wrong. As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
ああ、なるほどね。お母さんが教授なのね。
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh, me. I think.
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going.
毒殺だろ。口からなんか漏れてたろ。
So she slipped on the web,
And cracked her head open. Like an egg.
and then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder.
Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh, yes, there is. It was murder. And I can prove it.
おお、おお、なんか始まった。
Jenny had read all the books. She absorbed all her mother's teachings.
ああ、なるほど。
But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
もうなんか、右の足の膝の下になんか見えるんだけど。
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
自分自身の殺人事件を解決する機会。
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data. And finally...
Deduce the real cause of death.
まあ、まずは、アイテム取りましょうか。はい。マグカップ。
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
あ、ジェニーさん。コーヒー派なんですね。僕もです。
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
次これかな。
The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
あ、なんかある。結構わかりやすく落ちてるんだな。血かな？
There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood.
ここ破けてるところなんかあん
Jenny's
の
blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable. But her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
物を大切にするタイプなんですね。靴か。あ、水たまりか。
The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean.
で、靴か。
Approximately 8 sizes too big
重きすぎるブーツ。
and covered in mud.
泥だらけ。泥か。じゃあ、なんかある。これ以上は上には行けなくて。おー、ある。あと2つ手がかりがあるの？なんだ、お眼鏡だ。
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face.
おー。
They were her window to the world and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
いいね。で、あと1つか。なんだろう。手じゃなくて。あと1個なんだ？膝、セータ、口、頭か。髪の毛
It
か。
wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker.
閉じ込められてたの。かわいそう。
She'd worn it ever since.
I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper,
Oh.
noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the victim didn't slip?
被害者が転んだわけではないってどうやってわかるだろう。床を抜いててシミ一つないから多分ブーツだな。あ、これか。ブーツ。ブーツと、転んだわけではない。ブーツが泥だらけになってるから多分場所が違うって言いたいんだ。ルックでチクチクしそう。濡れた床か？
The victim's boots are filthy.
被害者のブーツが汚れてい
They
る。
should have left big muddy footprints on the floor.
まあそうですね。
So where are they? Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
そうだよね。うん。
Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die? What was the real cause of death?
コーヒーカップと口だな。
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus.
ああ、リンなんだ。
Also found in common garden fertilizer. The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer.
絵が可愛いな。
Someone clearly wanted her dead.
もう、なるほどね。こういうシステムなんだね。
Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover.
Jenny?
The gardener enacting his revenge.
Jenny!
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing.
That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test?
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth.
やっぱアーサートンは平和な街なんだね。
Okay. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch. The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
ガンボルト、学校の名前か？
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya.
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool. What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The Leclus didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them.
普通に渡さんのかい。
With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
もう、あ、光る。ってことはこれか。おお、かっこいい。
A new journal.
新しいジャーナルだ。
There was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
デコる センスが問われますね。センスがないね。よし、オッケー。枠語にしてお
A
こ
new
うか。
journal meant new adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
ページはまだ全然ないのか。え、何これ。あ、選択肢によってなんか変わるのが全部出てんのか。え、何 CEO って。この選択肢によってなんだ私のタイプがわかるみたいな、そんなノリなの。
I love it. Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
え、タップ。手をあまり合わせない。
Crossed arms. Furrowed brow.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get
Emotional. I've really gotta go.
え、なんでだよ。聞いてやるよ、話。
no, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Wow. The case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
手伝おうか。
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Yes?
You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading
なんだ
papers.
その娯楽。
Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
ひでえよ。あ、どうもこんばんは。
Don't push your luck.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again. Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
なんだ動機を探る。
Late again? What are you up to?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
And try to stay out of trouble.
When do I ever get into trouble?
かわいい。
Alright, let's find these papers and get out of here.
ジャーナルが更新されたよ。邪魔だな。貼ってるのすげえ邪魔だな。誰であんなとこに貼ったの。
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mum.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations.
ジャム
And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends.
あ、こんなとこにもあるのね。 ちはいけない。これは調べられない。
Looking rather trim today, Ethan. New diet? What's the matter? Lost your funny bone?
なんて、イーさんって名前つけてんの？あったな、今。黒板を調べる。
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts. You needed real life experience. And Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
これを、まずいただきまして、ここにはあるね。これ以上はいけないと。ほんで、この下に、Y ボタンじゃないとダメなのか。違う。これで A を長押しね。
It's one of the students' term papers. You can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions.
まあ、違った結
Mom
論。
must have put them behind the chalkboard.
動かす。違う。キャラクターをね、掴む長押しで。なるほど。
Found you. Time to get out of here.
残念だけど、まだちょっとステッカーが欲しいから。前にこれ取って。で、顕微
Please do
鏡
not touch. Someone must be running an experiment.
見れるんだ。
Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs.
特に動かせるわけではないと。はい。なんだ？古狐？なんで？ CEO から急に古狐になったんだけど。邪魔だから消そう、これ。よし、OK。これ戻しといてやろう。こっちまで行けるんだ。よし、OK。出ま
Jenny
す。
looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave?
出ます。
Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton.
これは現実なのか、それともこの人の物語の中の話なのかな。それがまだわかんない。じゃあ一旦今日はここまでにしたいけど、セーブしたばかりだよ。親切。メルで死んじゃう。ギャラリー。めちゃくちゃいっぱいあるん。ママだ。ママの設定語とか見れるんですね。インタラクト。めっちゃいろいろあるな。これおっさんか。これが初期設定画かな。これが色違い。オルタネイト。なるほどね。1分前にセーブしたよって。オートセーブか。じゃあ、これでやめるを押すと、本当 で、これで続けるが選べるわけね。OK。じゃあ今日はこの辺りにしときます。